Friends Explained, Season 2, Episode 8, The One with the List. We're on Friends Season 2, Episode 8. Last episode, Ross finally kissed Rachel after a season and a half of near misses. Now, everyone knows. And Ross has to actually choose between Rachel and his girlfriend Julie. Chandler, the group's sarcasm machine, has a brand new computer and a terrible idea. Meanwhile, Monica, still unemployed, lands a recipe development gig for a synthetic chocolate substitute called Mockolate that might be toxic.
So the episode opens with this perfect split-screen energy. Rachel is with Monica and Phoebe, wine out, phone unplugged, retelling the kiss in full detail like it's the greatest moment of her entire life. Meanwhile, Ross fills in Joey and Chandler across the hall, where Joey gets his answer in one exchange and moves on.
Rachel's version involves hand placement, emotional stages, the whole play-by-play. The guys need a single word. The gap between these two groups when it comes to romantic news is honestly amazing.
But Ross is not celebrating. He gets home, sees Julie's saline solution on the nightstand, and immediately spirals. He's been dreaming about Rachel for 10 years, but Julie is real and right there and genuinely great. He cannot decide.
So what does he do about it?
Chandler just got a brand new computer, 12 whole megabytes of RAM, and he's dying to use it. So he pitches a pros and cons list, different fonts, different colors. Ross suggests using a pen, and Chandler basically treats him like he's living in the Stone Age.
And the list gets ugly fast. Spoiled, ditzy, too into her looks, just a waitress. Joey throws in chubby ankles. Then they flip to Julie's side and Ross freezes because all he can write is, she's not Rachel.
Which should have been the answer before he ever opened the laptop. The whole exercise proved his own point.
That is so Ross. He can't trust what he feels until he's organized it into columns and run it past two friends. The man had a one-line answer and still needed a spreadsheet.
Meanwhile, Monica has taken a job developing Thanksgiving recipes using Mockolate, this synthetic chocolate substitute that bubbles in your mouth and will not stop. She's trying pumpkin pie, cranberry cake, cookies, and Phoebe tries one bite and immediately hates it.
How desperate is Monica right now? She won't even swallow the stuff during her own job interview, just holds it in her mouth, waiting for the bubbling to stop. Unemployed Monica will commit to literally anything.
So Ross finally decides, breaks up with Julie, tears on both sides, things get thrown at his head, and shows up at Rachel's apartment. Joey lets the news slip, practically shoves them together, and for about 90 seconds, everything is perfect. Rachel is glowing, and Ross goes to get her coat.
90 seconds. That's all they get.
Because while he's gone, Rachel spots her name on Chandler's screen. He panics, invents a fake short story on the spot, and then the printer, broken all episode, suddenly works and spits out a hard copy of the list.
The timing is brutal. Rachel sees all her flaws laid out. Ditzy, spoiled, just a waitress. And Julie's only con is she's not Rachel, because Chandler can't even type her name correctly. You can see it land on her face.
What makes it actually sting is that Rachel already worries about every one of those things. She left her old life. She's working a job she never planned on. She's still figuring everything out. And the person she trusted most put all of that in a cons column.
That's not a list. That's a verdict. No wonder she shuts him out completely.
Ross tries everything after that. Climbs the fire escape in the rain to read her a pro list through the window. How brave she is for starting over. The way she cries at game shows. She won't let him in.
Does the face-to-face plea do any better?
He makes his best case. If things were reversed, nothing on paper would stop him from wanting to be with her. And Rachel's answer is simple. She never would have made the list in the first place.
She's right. And that's the one argument he has absolutely no response to.
His final attempt is dedicating a song on the radio, but Rachel calls the station and shares the whole story. The DJ shuts it down mid-play. Even his grand gestures backfire.
Ross walked into this episode with everything he wanted finally in reach. A decade of pining, one perfect kiss, and then a spreadsheet took it all away. Kind of fitting for a guy who needs to organize his feelings alphabetically.
The list ended Ross and Rachel before they started. Ross's apology attempts all backfired. Mockolate failed FDA testing, side effects confirmed.